Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm still getting set up, so just wanted to come on here live. Good morning, everybody. This is Myesha, and I'm going to talk about, morning motivation. We're going to set the tone for the day. Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday, so it's the 20. What is it? 26th. Oh my goodness! I just remember it turning September 1st. So just give me a minute because I'm gonna turn on my ring light and I have to turn on something real quick, and I will be right back. So I'm coming. Why is it not? Okay. One more thing. There we go. We got some light. It's a little bit brighter. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. This is Wake Up with Myesha. You are going to hear me speak about, just that morning motivation, certain things that can help you be productive, and just the mental mindset to grow in life. Because I just finished working out, so sorry. My ring light is bright. Okay, so I'll be speaking about some motivation and just, ways to set the tone for your day. And here's the thing, when you make plans, certain things is not going to work out the way we 100% want it to. So that's why it's really important to just prepare yourself for obstacles, because obstacles and temporary defeats is the signs that you are persisting, but the temporary defeats give you the signs that what you want is definitely on its way. One second, I gotta do one more thing. Uh, I didn't want to wait for this. This one avoid. Let me see. Temporary signs of defeat. All right, here we are. I'm just waiting. I'm gonna walk away one more time. But when you come up or encounter signs of temporary defeat, it really just a sign that you have to keep on pushing, because in order to achieve what you want, the only people that really get what they want in life are the ones that persist, the ones that push through obstacles, the ones that never give up. And let's be real, a lot of us give up when we feel like we're not getting the results that we want. We put in full out effort for a week or so, and then we change our course of action. And if we keep on changing our course of action, you're not going to gain momentum. So, me personally, and I'm just going to tell you about my story right now. So, I am a life changer with a company called Total Life Changes, and I declared yesterday that I was going to do a launch. Now, yesterday is my start of my launch of my business run. I'm running to the end of the year. I'm actually running longer than that, but here's the thing. I printed out these sheets, right? They're like sheets of 120, but I kind of don't like how it printed out. So I might chuck it up to 110, but it's multiple sheets of 110. Now it's me tracking my progress, right? And what that means is that the way I'm doing this is that I'm going to be introducing people to the opportunity. Now, the challenge is that I'm doing this in turn because I've, done multiple business ventures, and I'm at the point right now where I have to build a list, contact people, and I have to restore and maintain, creating relationships with people. There's people out there that's waiting for us to. You see, the thing about it is everybody has cheerleaders. You understand? And sometimes when you starting out a business venture, strangers is going to support you more than people you know. However, don't discredit the people that you know. Contact them first, right? With anything you do. And here's that analogy. Like if you was opening up a restaurant, what would you do? You would contact the people that you know first because it's your grand opening. So it's the same thing with the business, right? If you are opening up your business, it's a grand opening, and you want to let people know about what you have to build out your list and you have to contact people and you got to give them the opportunity to ask them if they want to be a customer or a distributor. Now, what happens is most of the time we prejudge people not knowing what kind of situation they're in. We are in the middle of a pandemic, regardless of people, everybody's out. 200,000, and to acknowledge this, 200,000 people has died in the United States. There's people that has got the COVID. And it's something that's real. It's something that's worldwide. That's what makes it even more interesting. Now, regardless of people say a lot of people's not dying or not, it's still something that's affecting a lot of people because not everything is 100% open. In Florida, they're starting to open up a lot of stuff, but in certain states, stuff is not 100% open. People lost their jobs. People did not have the opportunity to some people was let go without warnings. Companies had to downsize. A lot of trickle down effects started to happen. So, regardless of anything, I'm a person or who is an advocate to say that yes, you do. I'm not saying quit your job or anything, but I believe that people should have that multiple streams of income. And when I say multiple streams of income, that's not having multiple, businesses until not saying that you can have multiple businesses. What I'm saying is not multiple network marketing companies. And the reason for that is because if you choose to build, if you're a master of many, you're going to be a master of none. Not to say like if you have a network marketing company, if you want to run a Shopify store, things like that, that's fine. You understand? But to be with this company and to try to enroll people over here, enroll people over there, nobody's going to get to the top like that on a realistic, case scenario. So here's the thing, right? Um, my whole thing is in the beginning of when you're starting something, I said my launch was yesterday. So I had to go through contacting people, looking through my Facebook list. I didn't do a lot yesterday because I'm not gonna say because, but I didn't do a lot yesterday because I had to get on the phone and contact some people because I haven't been calling people. I had to, connect and just be like, hey, how you doing? Things like that. I send birthday posts to people every single day. Good morning. I send birthday posts to people on a consistent basis. But here's the thing: with people, you need to maintain relationships with them. Pick a day where if you haven't spoken to somebody in a long time, pick up the phone and call them. Pick up the phone and call them. Because to be honest with you, I have a full phone. I have a phone full of contacts. And at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm from New York. And me personally, I've been in business for some time. And I remember that there's a lot of people that I will put little memos, but I sold some products to them. I would take people's numbers. I'll put a little note here. But the thing is, I never contacted these people. And because I never contacted these people, it's like you have to jog your memory and be like, hey, who is this? So that's something that I can acknowledge right now. And that's why I want to talk about it, because I think it's really, really important to really think about, really maintaining people. Like even last night, I was making a joke with my husband. I don't know if it was a joke. I was like, dang, I don't have no friends. Like, I have friends. My circle is small, but at the same time, they always have that saying when you're in business, so especially like network marketing, you either reward or punish the life you live before you join into the business. And reason for that is because what kind of main relationships did you have? Did you treat people nice? Was you supportive of other people? And if you're supportive of other people, people's going to support you right away. So in the beginning, you have to go through a lot of numbers. And that's why I have this sheet right here, because my intention is that I know that in order, so usually you have to one, log your numbers. You have to find your closing ratio. And the thing about it is when you sorting, because it's sorting, right? Consistently sort, right? And this is where it comes where you have to get your calendar, you have to get your planner, you have to remember how I spoke about on the other videos where you set your timers and sit down and just do action steps, take action. So there's this time where I have to sit down. You have to sit down and you have to start sorting through people. You have to start, contacting people and asking them if they are open to looking at your opportunity. It's just like with the restaurant. If you have a grand opening, your job is to contact people and get flyers and things of that nature, but not even just get flyers. You want to pick up the phone and tell people like, hey, I opened up a restaurant and I, would love for you to come. And the thing about it is closed mouths don't get fed. So if you don't let people know what you have, how could you expect for people to support you with certain stuff if you don't open your mouth, right? Um, so that's why, but a lot of the times and like I said, everybody does this. We tend to overcomplicate processes. One more minute. We tend to overcomplicate processes unnecessarily. Logins. Just open up. But we over 10. I'm sorry for walking away over and over, but I'm trying to. As soon as I got it, I'm trying to fix something real quick. Sorry, guys. But I got a point that what I'm saying. That's a good, valid point. Simplicity in life is everything. Simplicity really, really will make you go far with stuff. Be there in one moment. Come on, man. Out of all days, just choose to go slow. Here we go. Shit. Boom. This one. Just give me one moment and I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. One moment. That was like this. Listen, man. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so sorry about that. So to get back to what I was saying, and this is crooked. To get back to what I was saying is now when you have to really so the thing about it is in the beginning you cannot prejudge people because a lot of people tend to prejudge other people. And we make decisions for other people and we don't know other people's circumstances. Now, I have been in sales for years. And a lot of people say that they don't like to sell, they don't like to sell. But at the end of the day, we are always selling people ideas. We consistently selling people ideas. We want people to see things our way. Our children sell ideas. Children are the best salespeople because they will ask you something over and over and over again, even after you say no. And the thing about it is, when people give you an objection, it's really not directed towards you. A lot of people like to take stuff serious, but at the end of the day, they're rejecting themselves or they're telling themselves these stories like, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, we cannot spend money for other people. We cannot prejudge other people because sometimes people look normal, people look amazing on the outside, but internally they have a lot of stuff that's going on in their lives, and it's not for us to prejudge other people. We cannot do it. Prejudging other people will, make you get, you're gonna overlook other people. And then a lot of the times what happens is another person who don't prejudge a person will introduce them probably to your opportunity or anything of that nature, or introduce them to come to your restaurant, as I was saying. And what they'll do is people start to feel animosity and resentment because that person was bold enough to introduce them first. And because you kept your mouth closed, you tend to get upset, and you can't get upset for something that you never really introduced somebody to. So that's the thing that's really important, is that we need to not hold one, you don't hold anger and resentment. That's one thing not to do. That's a no. But really, honestly, like, always come from the stance that you're helping people. Come from the stance that, hey, how has this pandemic been treating you? What's connect genuinely, because people can sniff out fake people. So you don't want to be fake with that. And always having a mind to just keep on going through people. So what to go back to what I'm doing, I have these sheets, as I showed you, which is 120 sheet count. And the reason why I have these sheets is because I have to every single body that and I'm not gonna circle them off until I get a no. I need a definitive answer before I cross your name off this list. Give me a yes, give me a no, tell me fast that I gotta go, right? And I'm doing this on a different level. See, the thing about it is, this is not my first rodeo with these sheets. I haven't, what I would do is get to like number 13 or so, and then take a week off, get to number this, and then I would take a day off here and there. But the thing is, as I said yesterday, I went over the story of the tortoise and the hare. And the power of the story of the tortoise and the hare is, you don't want to go slow, like a tortoise. You don't want to crawl, but consistency is better than intensity. Meaning, if you going fast, and you get yourself on burnout, then you're not going to get the results that you desire. However, if you maintain a steady pace and you consistently, when I say steady pace, that means you're doing it day after day. You blocking out your hour or 2 hours a day. In the beginning, you're probably going to do a little more, but remember those time gaps. You have to make a decision when you're going to start doing those time gaps and really focus on what you want to do. You see, time gaps is really important, and there's a lot of information and sources out there. So anything that you want in life, you can have. It's just a little bit of work. It takes work. Anything that we want takes work. We have to use our ability. We have God-gifted talents, we have skills. Everybody have talents and skills, and we just have to make a determination that we are going to put in the work to get the results that we see. Because if we don't work for something, we can't expect to have it. And that's what a lot of people do. We tend to want to blame other people. We want to tend to blame that we don't speak to our sponsor. So because I haven't spoke to my sponsor, I can't take action. But remember, it's a business, or it's your job, it's your personal life. And the thing about it is, I think the sooner that we take accountability for ourselves, that's when magic will appear. If you say that I'm the captain of the ship and I'm responsible to create my own circumstances, that's when amazing things will start to pop up in your life. Because if we don't take accountability for our actions, if we don't take accountability for our life, and we just sit through life blaming others, then that's when issues arise in life. So we want to always say that if it's to be, it's up to me. That's the first step. Because one thing that's baffling me a little bit is I'm partner in business with this amazing woman. She's young, she's young like myself, but she's about to be 33 years old, and she hits where she's making multiple seven figures, which is awesome. And the thing about it is, this is my mindset. All right, this is my mindset. If I'm partnering with you in business, you are not responsible for, you're not responsible for me. Now, should you assist or, connect with people? Yes, but the thing about it is you can't expect for people just to reach out to you. If you doing your part, to reach out and things of that nature, then the other person could connect and things. But it's not their responsibility to be like, oh, I have to talk to this person in order for me to make moves. I can reach out, but if I don't connect, I'm gonna be fine at the same time. Because one, I'm self-motivated, I'm self-driven, and I have to take accountability for my success or lack thereof success, right? So that's the thing that I think that people don't acknowledge. And a lot of people get upset because they wait on other people to start taking action. They wait on other people before they could lift a finger, and it doesn't work like that. You have to be the one to create your circumstances, right? So when you make an intentional decision to create your own circumstances, that's when you start to see amazing things start to pop up in your life. Because at the end of the day, we are the captain of our own ships. We create our circumstances, and nobody could do it for us. Nobody could do it for us but ourselves, right? And that's where I like that sign. Good things come to those who hustle, meaning that you have to have the mindset that everything requires work. It's a hustle. It's a hustle. So here's my thing, right? We spoke about the relationships. You have to maintain relationships with people. You have to connect with people on a consistent basis. And please take what I'm saying serious, because I'm at that stage where I'm like, dang, you know what? I have not really maintain certain relationships with people. And I'm not just gonna just call people to be like, hey, I'm having this grand opening. I haven't spoken to you in years. No, I have to connect with people before. I have to connect with people and things of that nature, and just get to know what's going on in their life. They ask me what's going on in my life. I'll tell them about my excitement, because I'm really passionate about what I have going on. But I'm not just gonna be like, hey, hi, how's it going? By the way, I have a business. Are you open? No, it's not gonna work like that. And that's what a lot of people do, especially on Facebook. I hate them copy and paste messages, and that's what people's being taught. Like, oh, don't really even speak to people, just send them a copy and paste message. That doesn't work. And you know what? Opposed to me just answer people snobbily, you had to have some courage in some kind of way to send those copy and paste messages. So I'll just be like, no, I'm not interested. I'll be direct, because the one thing that I hate is when people come with this avoidance behavior where they don't want to give you an answer. If I give you an answer, you want to keep on persistent, I don't really feel the need that I have to answer to everything. But I do believe that, you should at least have the respect or dignity to let people know where you stand sometimes, and just give them a direct answer when you do see it. So, sorting. Gotta go through the numbers, right? Anything that you want, you gotta go through the numbers. Usually what a 10% closing ratio is, if you go through 100 people, you going to close about 10. Well, you're gonna get 10 that's interested, more than likely. 2 probably is going to retain, right? And by the time you go through the whole, dang, one moment. See, I'm just thought I'd turn these alarms off. All right, we're back. Yeah, so you got to go through the whole store import process, and it's really a numbers game. So if you really want to gain momentum, my whole mindset is that I have to hit that number of 3,000 just to get, a good team of 100 people, and just keep on doing it. because at the end of the day, once you get a solid team going on, and people's going to quit. People's going to quit as soon as they join. People's going to quit on you. They're going to not do anything. People's going to be in that incubating process where they're going to just watch. People's going to want to be around just to be a part of something. And my whole mission is to create a whole vibe, meaning to create energy, synergy, or that's the situation where people want to be around, to uplift people and just have fun. But that's my whole mission. And I like that I'm really talking about my plans with this, because I know exactly what I want to a T. And I know that in order for me to get to it, it's going to take some action. It's going to take work. Nothing's going to come without working. And I hope that people's catching what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, anybody could get results, anybody could do it. It's just you got to make a decision that you got to do something completely different to get some different results. Like even tonight, I am going to do the presentation, because I keep on saying I'm gonna come on here. Even last night, I was gonna come on here last night, but I got my stuff prepped. Got this written now. I'm going to practice my presentations. I'm going to practice it on IG and I'm going to practice on IG and YouTube. Reason why I'm going to practice on IG and YouTube is because my biggest following is on Facebook at this moment. And then on Face, so this is like my second, like I've done presentations in the past, but it's been a while. So I'm going to work on it before I actually get in front of a whole bunch of people. Like I got some people here, but this is something that I'm just letting y'all know that I'm actually going through, and I'm excited to do. I have a long day ahead of me. So I know that tonight I just gotta bring on the energy, and throughout the day I'm just gonna be doing some interesting stuff, because I got some tools to be working with, and those tools got me excited. But here's the thing: I have in my mind a challenging goal, right? My goal is not easy to hit. It's really challenging. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a cakewalk, right? It's not a walk in the park, not a cakewalk. It's not something easy. So what do you do when you have challenging goals? What do you do when you have challenging goals? Well, you got to break those bad boys up. You have to break them down. You have to really put small goals. You have to put, what do you want to accomplish in 30 days? What do you want to accomplish in 60 days? And 90 days, where will you be? And you have to do what you say you're going to do. That's the one part of commitment. Do what you say you're going to do. And the thing about it is, if you come up short, it's fine. But the thing about it is, stretch yourself. Set big goals, because when you set big goals, you will at least fall in the middle of the line. So 30, 60 day. Yep. And we tend to doubt what we could accomplish in a good 3 months. We could accomplish a lot. It's just the consistent actions. It's consistency. Consistency. That word is the compound effect. Doing the mundane, doing the boring tasks, doing the things that you don't want to do, waking up early, working out, eating clean. You want to do certain stuff, and it's temporary sacrifice for long-term gain. But here's the thing: if you have a guarantee that your whole life could just change completely, if you put in focus, dedicated time, and push past your mindset and just get past fear, would you do it? Right? If you know that you could be set like 5 years ahead, set for life, financially wise, you could just create amazing generational wealth for your family. Why not go through a run? Why not believe in yourself? And really what it comes down to is this: as a man thinketh, so is he. So a lot of people, when they said that I don't like sales, or I can't do this, it's because of a limiting belief. We all have limiting beliefs. I have limiting beliefs. You have limiting beliefs. Everybody has limiting beliefs. And the faster that we could acknowledge these limiting beliefs is the faster that we could break down these walls and get over these limiting beliefs, because everything that we want, right? Everything that we want is literally on the other side of fear. And fear is that false evidence appearing real. Everybody is natural to feel those feelings, but how long could you stay there? Are you going to let it cripple your life, or are you going to let it enhance your life? Are you going to be driven and be like, you know what, I'm feeling this. I know that I'm doing something big. I have hairy, scary goals, and I'm going to persist no matter what. That's what we got to do. We just got to say that we're going to persist. We will persist. We're going to be consistent. We're going to be action takers. Because if we don't take action, then we will stay the same. And do we want to stay the same? No. Many people are on jobs that they can't stand. They can't stand their jobs. Many people work jobs that they can't stand. But you know what? They're not going to leave it, because you know what? It's a sense of security for them. But what if your job was to just be like, it's your last day here? What are you gonna do? Right? Because the comfort, there's that law of familiarity, where when you become familiar with stuff, sometimes we take it for granted. So we gotta make sure to shake things up and get outside of our comfort zone, because when we get ourselves out of our comfort zone and we start doing things that stretch us, we start to see amazing things pop up in our lives. And realistically speaking, it's something that is really important to stretch yourself and get outside of your comfort zone. Because if you don't get outside of your comfort zone, then you will stay the same. And nobody's meant to live a mediocre life. Nobody's meant to stay the same. Mediocrity is something that we should not settle for. Can't settle for it. You know, for a long time, I would watch other people. They're like, wow, they get these amazing things. Wow, they, doing these videos. Wow, why not you? Why not you, right? There's no difference between you and other people, realistically speaking. There is no difference. The only difference is they made a decision to take action, and they made a decision to do it uncomfortably. They was uncomfortable at first until it became comfortable for them. They made a decision to level up. They made a decision to do drastic things. They made a decision to become wildly interesting. And once you make a decision to become wildly interesting, then amazing things will start to happen in your life. But the thing is, if you stay or let yourself tell these stories and these excuses, then you can't expect to receive certain results in life. Everything that we want in life, we can have it. And I see it over and over, because I'm a firm believer that if you put certain things into motion, if you take action, then you will get the results that you see. But what's happening is a lot of people's not taking action. They are telling themselves, I'm scared, I'm this, I'm this. And when we put, and it's self-pity, when you put yourself in a state where it's like, I can't accomplish things, or you beating yourself up, how can you expect to see increase when you're not being grateful? So one thing is the gratitude aspect. When you are grateful with certain stuff, you're going to have gratitude for everything. Because if you could be grateful with the little things, then you could be grateful with big things. And if you're not, if you're not showing gratitude on a consistent basis, then you're not going to see increase in your life. Be grateful for every obstacle. Be grateful for every hurdle that's thrown your way. Be grateful for the little things in life. Everything may seem, like it's impossible until it's done. And that's when Nelson Mandela says, I have that cup. And I really love it, because I believe that anything is possible for us. We just have to believe that we could do it, and it will happen. You have to believe in the unseen. You have to believe that it will happen for us. Believe it. You have to believe in yourself. And if you really believe in yourself, then you will start to see magical things appearing in life, amazing circumstances. So, just to give you a quick recap, because I'm going to come off here, is to one, identify limiting beliefs, identify what's holding you back in your life. What stories are you telling yourself? You see how I just told you I have to go through a lot of people. I have to maintain relationships with people and this and that. Well, I can use that as an excuse. Oh, I don't have friends. I don't know who to talk to. Well, guess what? There's like billions of people on this planet, right? Billions of people on this planet. And we are limiting ourselves. The only limitations is the ones that you put on yourself. So there's people out there for you. You just got to find them. And you know what? If it takes time, you just got to do it. But you have to be consistent with your actions. So identify what your limiting beliefs are, know what you want, plan out your work your plan. Everybody has something big that they want to accomplish. So go out and do it because everything we want, we can have it with intention. And when you're intentional about it, you will get exactly what you deserve into this life. So, with that being said, I want to thank you guys. I've been on here for like 36 minutes. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to come on here. I'll be back. Now, give me a timestamp one. I say this every morning. I will be back. Could be tonight. We'll be in the morning, but I'll be back because you know what? My whole thing is consistency, compound effect, doing the things day in and day out to get the results. And the more that you do something, the more easier it starts to become. It starts to become a habit. Like I'm really enjoying doing these streams. I'm enjoying talking about certain topics every single morning. So I'm going to keep on doing this and really appreciate whoever turns in. I know I have like 2 people on here at this moment, so I appreciate it. And I just want people to live their best lives and to just believe in yourself because the quicker you start to believe in yourself, the quicker amazing things will start to pop into your reality, okay?